What is inspired action? Why is that so important? And why do so many mindset and manifestation coaches even talk about it? Hi guys, my name is Ieva Bereisaite. I am a mindset and manifestation coach, and on my YouTube channel you learn lots about how to get over negative thinking, how to stop fear, how to manifest whatever it is that you want, how to level up your mindset, and so much more. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you do that because I'm sure you will love this content. Also, if you want to find out what your personal sign from God or the universe is and how you find your sign, then make sure you check out my workbook. You can find it in the description section below. So without further ado, let's jump into the first topic of discussion, and that is what is action and what is inspired action. So action in general is a very masculine energy, right? And inspired action is a very feminine form of energy. Action is basically movement, taking action, doing something, making something work. It's that hustle mentality, right? Taking action, action, action. Inspired action, on the other hand, is so much more feminine because it has so much more to do with intuition. And so when it comes to inspired action, it's more about listening to your intuition on the inside and taking action on that intuition. One of the key differences is, for example, when you take action, you have like a blueprint of how you're going to do it right. I'm going to do the first step, then the second step, then the third step, fourth, fifth, and so on, right? That's what happens with that mainstream normal type of action taking, right? And inspired action is much more about listening to your intuition and asking yourself, what inspired action can I take? What action will bring me further? And what action aligns with me? And not just everything that everyone else is doing. When you take inspired action, you very often don't have to take the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. You can go from 1 to 5 super quickly because you're listening to your intuition. And the action mentality that is known to us, it's not about listening to the intuition. It's all about hustling, hustling, hustling. So the second thing I really want to say is that inspired action is so much more sufficient than the hustle mentality. Because if you go by the hustle mentality and if you hustle, hustle, hustle to be an entrepreneur, and if you have the belief that you can only be successful when you work really, really hard, you're putting yourself in an area or in a place in your life where you can very easily get a burnout, right? Especially if you believe that success is only achieved through extreme hard work. So I've explained what inspired action is, and that inspired action is obviously so much more beneficial than taking action. Well, now you're probably asking, okay, well, how can I take inspired action? How do I know what's inspired action and what's normal action taking? And this really comes down to your intuition. So it's really important that we now talk about how to listen and hear your intuition so that you can take inspired action. So the way that I like to describe it is that you have your intuition on one shoulder and you have your ego and your fear-driven mentality on the other shoulder, right? The fear-driven mentality as in, oh, that's going to be so hard. I have to do what everyone else is doing. Only then will I succeed. Success is not for me. I can only achieve this if I work super long hours and then maybe I'll get a shot too. Whereas the inspired action is going to say, just keep going and listening to me. It's gonna be okay. If you do genuinely not feel like this is the right path for you, don't worry, don't do it. We'll find something better. So it's the more positive outlook on life, right? And the one that has more faith, okay? So ways that you can listen or grow your intuition in the first place is to, for example, pray, or if you're not into that, do meditation, or go for walks alone. Read self-development books and learn more about your intuition, right? Silence your mind and your nervous system in some way. When you do that, you will feel better and you will be more aligned with your intuition. If you like this video so far, then make sure that you click on the subscribe button and also hit the bell button to be notified whenever I upload a brand new video. Another really good way to identify the intuition is to know that the intuition is a silent voice. For a lot of people, it is a silent voice. And the ego might be extremely loud and negative, right? So if you have a doubtful voice inside your mind, or doubt speaking to you consistently, and then understand that it is fear-based. And everything that is fear-based comes from your ego. And your ego will not serve your happiness, and it will not serve your full potential in a good way, okay? Your intuition will, however. If you listen to your intuition, you will find your happiness. The one main way that I listen to my ego, and it's not something that you just do once and you will constantly hear your intuition and stuff like that. No, it's more about practicing to grow that intuitive muscle, so to say. So what I do is I get myself out of the everyday stress. I withdraw. I withdraw from the stress, because stress and worry lead to doubt and fear, which leads to taking the wrong action or the mainstream action that everyone else takes, right? So we have to catch ourselves. When we feel too stressed out, we have to get ourselves out of our day. And we have to get our egos out of the way. Withdraw. Take time off for yourself. And it's not just about self-care. It's about learning to listen to that higher power that is inside of you. Okay? And that can be taking up a religious practice that you like and really learning about it. It can be doing different types like yoga. It's very different for everyone, but just have a listen to what you feel drawn to, okay? Maybe just meditating, maybe journaling, maybe how do you connect to yourself? How do you connect to yourself? And when you know how you connect to yourself, for example, for me, it's doing EMDR, going for walks, reading, literally having nothing to do with other people for a certain amount of time during the day so that I can ease my nervous system. The more our nervous system is relaxed and the calmer we are, the louder will our intuition be. And that's what we want to achieve. And when our intuition becomes louder, and when we have that calming, faithful voice within us, and it becomes louder and louder, and is maybe constantly there, you will automatically take inspired action because you will not be listening to that voice that is negative, which is the ego. Do you understand? And this is how it works. If you have any questions about intuition or inspired action, make sure you drop them in the comment section of this video. I'm going to read through them all anyway. So yeah, leave me a comment or leave me your question. Again, intuition is just like a muscle on our bodies. It has to be grown. We have to invest time and take some form of activity or action in order to grow that muscle, right? Whatever we do not pay attention to will fill itself up with fear. If we do not work on our mindset, on our self-confidence, it will automatically fill itself up with fear and self-judgment and self-doubt instead. So we have to consciously work to grow and to follow our intuition in order for us to expand our consciousness and to live better lives. We have to take those steps. I really wanted to share this with you today. Let me know what stuck with you the most. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Also, feel free to join my free Facebook group, the Heaven on Earth Community, where I do lives on topics like these and more. I'm sure you will absolutely love them. I will link the group in the description section below, so check that out and come and join. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching with me, then just simply check out my website and send me a DM. I can't wait for you to reach out, and I'm really looking forward to that. Also check out my Instagram, which is Your Mind is Heaven. I'm sure you will absolutely love my content and give me a follow. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye!